Today's decisions, of course, will not immediately solve the crisis, but we have begun the process by which it will be solved. A few years ago, meetings such as this could not have happened with so many different countries from diverse continents involved. Far less could there have been an agreement amongst them. But today, the largest countries of the world have agreed a global plan for recovery and reform. This involves the biggest interest rate cuts in history, the biggest fiscal stimulus we have ever seen, the biggest increase in resources in the history of our international institutions, with 250 billion, more money than ever before for trade finance as well. For the first time, we have a common approach round the world to cleaning up banks' balance sheets and restoring lending. We are engaging in a deep process of reform and restructuring of our international financial system for now and for the future, and we have maintained our commitment to help the world's poorest, and we have put more money aside for that and also for a green recovery. These are not just a single collection of actions. This is collective action, people working together at their best. I think a new world order is emerging, and with it the foundations of a new and progressive era of international cooperation. We have resolved that from today we will together manage the process of globalization to secure responsibility from all and fairness to all. And we've agreed that in doing so, we will build a more sustainable and more open and a fairer global society.
There is a global meltdown coming. It is a global depression, and one world currency and one world financial system is the end game. China said last week they want one global currency. France said yesterday or the day before that they want one world order, a new world order, at the end of this event.
This is Sky News with Paula Middlehurst.
Well, there have been extraordinary scenes in Berlin tonight as thousands of people gathered to hear Barack Obama deliver key foreign policy speech on his current European tour. The Democratic presidential hopeful laid out his vision for America's place in a new world order, saying he was speaking as a proud citizen of the United States and a fellow citizen of the world.
The view that America is part of what has gone wrong in our world, rather than a force to help us make it right, has become all too common. Yes, there have been differences between America and Europe. No doubt there will be differences in the future. But the burdens of global citizenship continue to bind us together. A change of leadership in Washington will not lift this burden. In this new century, Americans and Europeans alike will be required to do more, not less. Partnership and cooperation among nations is not a choice. It is the only way, the one way, to protect our common security and advance our common humanity.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
In the near future.
На Земле ближайшего будущего доминирует мощное мировое правительство. Когда-то свободные нации стали рабами воли небольшой элиты. Рассвет новой темной эпохи навис над человечеством. Страны — дело прошлого. Любая форма независимости уничтожается на корню. Семьи и даже индивидуумы близки к исчезновению. Уничтожено почти 80% населения Земли. Остатки когда-то свободного человечества вынуждены жить в высшей степени контролируемых городах, подобных тюрьмам. Передвижение очень ограничено. Автомагистрали соединяют большие города и удерживают население от выхода в запрещенные зоны. Частной жизни больше не существует. Суперкомпьютеры с искусственным интеллектом ведут хронику и категоризируют каждое действие. Планета-тюрьма во власти безжалостной банды нелюдей, власть которых не оспаривается. Это мечта мировой элиты. Их цель. Программа тотального уничтожения человечества, где наука тирании — закон. Распространенная по всему свету сеть контроля, предназначенная навечно гарантировать господство монополии власти. Создать двухклассовую систему, где подкласс будет вынужден жить как рабы в крошечных закрытых городах, в то время как элита будет наслаждаться всей остальной планетой, эволюционированная с помощью имплантантных технологий, живущих вечно, и для развлечения летающих в космос суперлюдей. Вот обещание, данное членам нового мирового порядка.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers. The whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is given me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
everything,
you sell.
Everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one-world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people. And you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intentions.